We're back.
You're about to embark on a spherical...
God, by the time you guys listen to this, I will be in my 40s.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What time of the day were you born at?
Around lunchtime. Noon, like 12:06 or 12:16. I always can't remember.
You should go to Caesars for lunch tomorrow and reenact the Showgirls lunch. With
Versace lunch.
Yeah, with Jenna or Christine or one of your girlfriends. And just go, darling, we're all whores.
Not a bad idea.
And go.
Does Caesars have better eating establishments?
I think the Venetian's pretty good. And
yeah.
they're
Italia.
They're like kind of Epcot with the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. I love the ceiling. I've only stayed in the Venetian when I've gone to Vegas.
Really?
No, I stayed at
the Encore.
I've stayed at the MGM.
The Venetian, I think, looks better than Caesars.
Mm-hmm.
But they have good. My family stayed at the Venetian when I was a kid. I remember the food was really good. They used to have a Grand Lux.
I know it doesn't have that anymore. R.I.P. to Grand Lux Cafe.
Their Asian nachos were literally
an Asian nacho is one of the most underrated dish, like a ahi tuna nacho
with sesame.
Oh,
my family ate there like every meal when we were in Vegas.
The last place I stayed in Maui, when I went there, R.I.P. Maui, went fucking hard on the fucking ahi nachos.
Would love to. Shouldn't our country be like helping them a little more than we are?
One would think.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like Maui really popped off for like literally a week. Everyone was like, oh my God, fuck. And then I never heard another peep.
Yeah, it's
bizarre.
Terrible. But you're gonna have the best time. It's gonna
be great. I'm so excited.
Please go to Paris for just a moment.
I might, but I probably won't.
I love Paris.
Paris in the summer.
Paris in the summer, smoking a cig in the Paris casino. It's so disgusting in there, and I just fucking love it.
Yeah, I love
looking up at the little fake facades of the buildings and looking up, and there's like a party going on with like mannequin silhouettes in the windows, and I'm like, there they are.
I might reserve like $100 to play the slots with.
I would do more.
Well, okay, so I kind of
want to
make
the gift of $250.
Like I want to make an agreement with everyone that it's like if they play the slots and they win over 10K, they have to give me a cut.
You should play
'cause it's my fucking birthday.
You should play blackjack.
Blackjack?
What's the game where you
craps?
No, blackjack. Yeah, blackjack where you try to get to 21.
Oh, okay.
That
moves too fast.
No. But I played it when we were in Vegas last time. We had a really great employee of the hotel who was at the
dealer.
The dealer. Explain it to us like they were.
We had a really great card serviceman.
They took it step by step with us, and it actually was really.
The math moves too fast. Like it's like I can't add.
No, but I'm bad. I'm like really bad at math, and this person made me understand it, and I actually was decent at it.
You were going fast?
Well, eventually we got quicker. A couple trial runs, and then
I'd play Texas Hold'em.
All right.
I like that.
Texas.
We'll see. But I also I just feel like
the slots are where it's at.
I want to be slightly ruling with an iron fist amongst the friend group. You gotta be unspoken handshake agreement.
Are you gonna drink a little vino?
I don't know. I was thinking
because it sounds a glass of Chardonnay with some ice in it and a cigarette at the slot.
We'll see. I'm playing it by ear. I know.
It does sound kind of good.
But we're going to a steak dinner tomorrow night, and I'm like a glass of rouge with a big medium rare filet.
I say this as a
fully relapse. I'm like a fucking barn owl drunk when I get back.
It's not like you were.
No, I'm not. I'm not sober by any stretch of the imagination.
No pressure.
I know. I'm playing it by ear. What sounds good to me is a marg. It really is the thing with booze. And I know this from experience, in my past, 2 plus years of just kind of experimenting with my own personal limits with alcohol, but mostly being like abstinent. It's like, and I've read this too, is like 2 drinks in is actually as good as you're gonna feel for the whole night. Like, and it only will last like 20 to 30 minutes, and then you're gonna end up chasing that high and feeling like you need to like get drunker and drunker for the rest of the night, but you're never gonna reach that same little buzz. Like you're just gonna you're just gonna poison yourself and like pay for it the next day. But it's really hard, especially like if I've taken a long time off of drinking and then I have some drinks, like I can do 2 drinks or 3 drinks and feel like satiated. I don't know. It's just a slippery slope.
There's do whatever the fuck you want.
But also, I do love a marg. I do a pina colada by the pool. Of a $42 pina colada. Oh. They do have good pinas.
But they also have good virgin pina coladas.
I know, but then you're just like drinking like a milkshake, which I don't hate.
We went to Casa Vega on Monday night.
Ooh.
With Simon's parents, and they had an incredible spicy hibiscus non-alcoholic margarita.
Love that.
And I had 2 of them. It was so good.
Yum.
I'm now getting into like mocktails, I think. Which
and no pressure on you, but I'm excited for you to get to a place of non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, one day maybe. I'm still not ready.
I know.
But one day I would like to try. But right now, like a spicy mocktail it hits.
I know. And really the thing is like, I know that I'll feel any sort of alcohol intake the next day. And it just the thought of it maybe fucking up my next day experience is enough to make me like abstain.
You got a lot to do at the actual show.
Yeah.
You got to get through that.
I know. And I don't want to like get a headache. I don't want to feel like weird. I don't want to feel hungover. Like, so that's what keeps me on the straight edge.
You better have a fucking cigarette.
I might.
In that casino.
I go into a place of Dunkin'.
Literally, that's me. The minute I step into a casino, I'm Wayne Newton.
Indoor smoking, there's nothing better.
There's nothing like it. There's something like sitting next to a woman who's like on oxygen.
Fucking chiefing a cig out of her like
and
tracheotomy.
And you're just like,
same
let's light up, sister. You know, I love that.
I know. I'm just excited. I'm excited to just give in to Vegas energy and also like accept that I truly hate Vegas so much.
Speaking of something that's amazing,
mm-hmm.
I really love Buying Beverly Hills.
I know. I heard you're obsessed with it.
I just watched the 2 seasons, and season 2, I heard people talking about how season 2
was revolutionary.
Well, it just kind of it was very meta, and it got into like the juice of Kyle and Mauricio's split and like the Morgan of it all and like the effect on the family way more than Robich did, but not that I would know because I didn't fucking watch the season of Robich. Yeah. But people said that they learned more about the situation
on Buying BH.
And they were like, this is like a fucking disgrace that Bravo's
really fucking dropping the ball. But like, love you. Keep
saying. But it's just, I love it. I love Mauricio's just always, hey everyone, come on in here.
So what's going on with them? What's the tea? Does she say like I'm a carpet muncher now?
No, you see, Kyle comes in only in like 3 episodes, and she's very like
carpet muncher.
Yeah, well, Jesus, Stanley Steamers. But you can tell she's like, she almost seems, you're like, is she kind of annoyed that Mauricio's doing this show? And that all the daughters are involved now, and like, you know what I mean?
Well, they got to get theirs.
But she comes on, and he talks about how, in one scene, he talks about how Rick Hilton is poaching one of his best realtors, but who came from Hilton Highland originally, and then Rick is now doing his own company and is poaching him to come and have equity in it, which is exactly what he wouldn't give Mauricio. And they made a pact that neither of them would poach each other, and Mauricio's honored that.
But you let time go by and someone will fucking break it.
But he's talking to Kyle about it, and Kyle just goes, she goes, yeah, I'm not really like clued in on what's going on in your business world, and like did not let him. And I'm like, she's probably like, I need to make good with Kathy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no comment.
But she's basically like, no comment. And then when the news hits about their separation, they immediately are in Aspen, Kyle's and Mauricio's happiest place. And they have this kind of awkward dinner, and Kyle and Mauricio are making dinner together, but then their kids, and they're like, when are we going to talk to the kids about it? It's in the news now.
Wait, but they're separated, but they're together.
It was the first news that sources say that they're separating.
Okay.
And they were still like, hadn't confirmed it. So they were like talking about how they're going to approach it at dinner that night with all the kids, including Portia. And they're making jokes about getting divorced. And then it cuts to 3 months later, and then Mauricio I forgot this, or I didn't read this, that he confirmed to TMZ, who were waiting outside the agency. He goes, here's the deal, we are separated currently, and like we're figuring it out. But he didn't tell his kids or anyone. He told TMZ first.
Ooh. And
Kyle didn't say anything either. So the girls were sort of like,
they found out from TMZ.
Yeah. So both their parents sort of were like, flub that a little. It's pretty wild.
I mean,
multiple people
just don't care about them that much. I like don't find them to be that fascinating. Like I guess I've enjoyed Kyle to some extent as part of like RHOBH, but on their own, I'm like, okay.
Maybe I'm like brain rotted, but I think Kyle.
But you've always been like a Kyle
fan. I think her story is compelling. I think like her whole childhood is fascinating, and like I'm just into like the intrigue of her life.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, I always thought Mauricio was hot, but he never gave any, like he never did anything. He was just kind of like, so I don't really give a fuck about him, but I love that she's basically left her husband for a woman.
But does she confirm that? Or what do they say about
someone in the agency straight up is like, what's the deal with Morgan? And Mauricio's like, obviously they have a very intense connection. That's more than just like a normal friendship. But I don't know for sure if they're together.
But I'm like, I don't like this. How long has it been now? It's been over a year of them doing this shit.
But I just read that Morgan... I heard through the grapevine that Morgan's like not out to her family. And that's why they're like keeping it a secret. But I'm like, Girl. It's like that scene in the comeback when
he goes,
Mickey goes, did you tell Juna I was gay? And she goes, no. And he goes, then why would she assume that I was gay? And then Val goes, I have to go inside. I mean, Morgan's arguably the biggest lesbian I've ever seen.
Like unequivocally.
But also bigger lesbian than her is Kyle.
They're both like such extreme lesbians.
It's crazy at this point.
Wait, I literally thought like from the jump it was like Kyle's with known lesbian Morgan Wade. You're meaning to tell me that this woman is not, that her family is like, she's straight as an arrow. Her family's like, God, our daughter is just as heterosexual as they come. Hasn't had a boyfriend ever.
I'm just confirming.
But she's too, you know what? It's probably because she just knows her worth. She's too good for men.
Yeah.
She's waiting for Mr. Right. Thank God she has a sexy single girlfriend, Kyle, to go out manhunting with her.
Mm-hmm.
This is insane. This is loco. Come on, Katie. Come on.
I didn't make this up.
No, I don't think you are. I'm just teasing.
I'm shocked.
Wow.
I mean, I was shocked when I heard that. I was like, really?
These people like aren't understanding, like, I just don't get what they're doing, and I don't have time to like indulge it. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit or get off the pot. Be a fucking real lesbian with your lesbian girlfriend who's separated, or like fuck off. Like, it's what?
We don't have time in 2024 to be
like, aren't they? Like, what are they? They're holding hands. You got a tattoo. Like, winning the music video. Like, shut up. No, literally no one is being like, I wonder what her sexuality is.
I know.
Not a single person. You could show a fucking barely sentient baby Morgan Wade and they would go, lesbian. They go pick the lesbian out.
Yeah. Like that. What's that Leslie Stahl where she's like, have you seen that meme where she's like, never mind. There was like a 60 Minutes where someone was like, you can detect back in like 2000 something where you can tell who's gay or not by their voice. And she goes, gay. Straight. Gay.
Yeah, like it's not a question. So I'm just over the like pussyfooting around.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Speaking of
pussy,
uncanny, Kim Kardashian and Chloë Sevigny sat down for Variety's Actors on Actors.
This is honestly like
to put Chloe through that. I'm sorry. That's
Chloe's like doing performance art, I think, but it's also like, what on earth? Like, I'm gonna watch this because I'm like, this is
it'll
camp.
either be awkward or they'll be like totally hit it off.
Chloe looks like she's like ready to go to work. Like, I think she's ready to put in work. I love putting Kim Kardashian with like truly like an actor's actor.
Yeah, an Academy Award nominee.
Like, she's like sucked a dick on screen.
Maybe
they'll talk about that.
They have that in common.
They do.
Kim coming off a rousing performance as Siobhan in
the
American
Wicked
Horse.
Witch of the West of American, like
Delicate. I will say, from the Delicate I watched, she did slay.
She did pretty good.
She did better than I thought. She did better than she needed to.
Mm-hmm.
She did better than Cara Delevingne.
But also, like, let's be real. The bar on Delicate is low.
She put Cara Delevingne to shame.
Well, Cara Delevingne puts herself to shame.
Yeah, but she's getting the lead in Cabaret. In the West End.
Yeah, but that's kind of like a longer running show.
It's like Cabaret.
It wasn't like the first.
Chicago.
It's not like the first go around of it. It's like I think they just did like a cast switch over or whatever. I'm not here for it.
Me neither.
I'm a little bit like, I'm tired of Kim. I'm tired of this like Kardashian machine. I'm like, it's wearing on me.
Did North, was that sort of your like?
I've been feeling fatigued for a bit.
Did that put you over the edge a little?
I think Kim at the roast put me a little over the edge because I'm like, stop trying to like shove this person down our throats as being like funny. Like, she's not like she's unintentionally funny and she's like compelling to watch, like on the Kardashians being Kim Kardashian, but like she's not like a comedian. Yeah. I got very like, I take comedy very very seriously.
Me too. I'm not again,
I'm like, someone wrote this for you. Like, sure, you got up there and you said the things that people wrote for you and you did an okay job. Your delivery was not that great. Like, it's fine. Like, I get why you're here, but it's also like, you're just like taking up space that other people could just be in.
Yeah,
just because you need attention, you need to keep the fucking attention train going.
The amount of time she spent up there could have gone to like Nikki Glaser being even longer.
Just some other fucking comic who actually is like legitimately funny.
Yeah, I would never. I mean, I think I've been fascinated by her. I think people calling her like stupid and stuff they're boring.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say she's like a wit.
She's not like, she is not like known for her lols.
She doesn't have a quill in hand and she's not like,
she's not a writer.
No, but she's basically like, that's next. She's gonna be writing and she'll be like show running.
No, she literally will be like doing everyone's career.
Yeah. So I'm like,
and I'm not the kind of person that's necessarily like stay in your lane, but with that, I'm just like, the fuck out of here.
I know.
Get the fuck out of here. Like,
I don't want to see you on a show.
Enough. Like, don't. And I am reaching that place where I'm like, don't you have enough?
No. It's never enough. It'll never. And
I don't like being like resentful of that, but I'm also just like, God, like,
to quote Courtney, it's just this excess.
That's what I feel like. And I guess I would feel differently if it's like, oh, you got up and you fucking just killed, like, or you fucking got this role and you just like blew it out of the park, or like, but it's all so mid that I'm like, it's just
Yeah.
it's just there. And I don't fuck with just there.
Amen.
Period.
Not in 2024.
Not in the year of our Lord 2024 on the brink of nuclear collapse. Like,
You better get it in
you
while
gotta
you can.
get it. You gotta fucking serve cunt. And she does in certain ways. She'll cinch her waist to the fucking gods. Like, keep doing that. You're great at that.
Do body horror.
Do Tesla photo shoots in and out of the grocery store. Wear crop tops with low cut leather pants. Like, do fashion stuff.
Do the prison reform.
Do your lawyering, prison reform, bleach your hair, put it back to brunette, bleach it again, make it pink.
Send out a press release about getting platinum blonde hair. You
Yeah,
know, like all that is cool.
All that is great.
But
you're serving cunt. But when you go up and like take up valuable
Acting
real
role.
estate and like these other things that other people could be doing and doing a better job than you and your family, like that feels greedy and feels like shitty.
I just say hats off to
Hats
Chloe.
out.
Hats out and off to Chloe.
Chloe's out here just like
You know
raising a child.
Yeah.
I like her.
I love Chloe. I told you I was behind her in line at Coffee Bean.
When?
Oh, I didn't tell you this?
Recently?
Yeah, like earlier this year at LAX. She was behind.
Chloë Sevigny. I thought you meant Khloe Kardashian.
No, Chloë Sev.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that now.
No,
Love her.
Yeah.
That's but that's the thing. Is
She's like a true.
She's an actor.
She's a bon vivant.
I know. Anyways.
Let's get into our hillbillies.
Yeah.
I'm Carey.
I'm Lara.
And you're listening to
Sexy,
Unique.
Unique Podcast.
Valley of the Dolls. Second to last episode.
Penultimate, some may say.
Episode. This fucking Babymoon needs to end.
This is of hell.
This is the hellish trip. Zach should be crying tears of joy that he didn't go on this, because this is permanent damage to all these people's brains, is being on this trip. Kristen
I can't
lucked
think of a
out.
worse way to like spend a weekend than
No.
on this particular Babymoon.
No,
Nothing's worse.
nothing more horrific or terrifying.
To be locked in Kristen's fridged up apartment having spa day, paradise in comparison.
The girls are decorating for Janet's baby shower, which still hasn't happened yet. I'm like, when's this fucking thing happening?
Also, their decorations made me sad because I was like, you just spent like,
I know.
you spent like $500 on like plastic that you're going to like throw into the ocean after this.
They're all setting up outside, and then Nia just immediately is like, time to breastfeed. And she's like, I'm not doing any work, which I'm like, I love her game.
Respect.
She's sitting there.
She's like, so Brittany, you had a hard time with Jax. Is everything okay? And Brittany's like, yeah, he apologized. He apologized this morning. He's just hard. He's just rough.
Michelle goes, yeah, Jesse's all over me right now since going into therapy and trying to like rehab our relationship, and it's really off-putting. And she goes, and Brittany goes, are you attracted to Jesse anymore? And Michelle goes, no, I'm not. She goes, it's really sad because I was at one point very attracted to him, and now every time he touches me, there's nothing he can do that could make me attracted to him. And Brittany goes, oh, that's crazy because I actually crave physical attraction from Jax.
She goes, damn, that makes me sad.
Damn, that makes me sad because I crave physical attraction from Jax all the time on my date nights.
That makes me so sad.
I was like,
Because he wants to have a date night with you, and I can't get a date night.
I was like, Michelle.
I love it. Michelle continues to dom.
The men are on a boat. They're still fishing.
They're on a barge.
And then this was actually mind-blowing to me that there was like a porta potty in the middle of the lake. I was literally shook. And
How do they like empty it?
I know I'm not like a Laker, but I saw that and I was
I've
like,
never seen such a thing.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Jesse gets off to go piss.
You go, well, hot damn.
I go, well, hot damn, they got a flooring party in the middle of the red.
That is so crazy.
That
They
is
have
so
a toilet in the middle of the
They
lake.
got a porta john in the middle of the fucking lake.
You pause it. You go, Simon, get in here. Bring mango. Did you see this shit? They
Nope.
have a porta potty in the middle of the lake.
I was literally about to like shout it from my deck. And just-
You go, residents of Hollywood, gather one, gather all. In Lake Arrowhead, there's a porta potty.
I would go to
Larrowhead?
I would go to Larrowhead. This is what happens when we record 2 episodes in a day. I would go to
That
Arrowhead.
shit's about to get crazy.
I would go to Arrowhead just to go to the porta potty. I would literally drive to Lake Arrowhead. No, this is Big Bear.
Big Bear.
I would go to Big Bear just to park my car, swim out into the middle of the lake,
Take a big old
take
dump.
a big old shit in the middle of the lake in a porta john, and then swim back to shore and drive back to L.A.
I was like,
This is just a hot day. This is just about the most wild thing I've ever seen.
do you think it's just like a hole that goes down into the lake?
Yeah, but I think it's just like
It's just a place to
just some
rest
dignity.
your tush.
Yeah,
Drop the kids off at the lake.
have a little dignity. Jesse gets off and then they drive away on their boat.
They do like boat comedy, which I was like, okay. They fish a little bit.
Danny's getting blackout, and I went from being like, he's kind of nice.
I went from being like, he's such a sweetie, to being like so supremely darked out by their marriage.
I would much rather be near Jesse than Danny any day of the week.
One hundo.
Danny darks me out in a way that feels like under the skin and down to the cell. Jesse's just like a tool, but Danny's kind of dark is like
Danny's dark is a chasm.
I started seeing so many more like colors of their relationship in this moment where I was like, oh, this is why it's not about Nia fleeing conflict with the group. She's getting Danny out because he's an alcoholic. And that's classic Al-Anon behavior of being like, we got to go. Extracting the alcoholic from the social situation before things get worse. I see it. I understand them. I get it.
Agree. Yeah, I was like,
It's a
this
lot on
is
Nia.
literally what like Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber's relationship is.
Oh, really?
Because the Christian part of it too. I'm sorry, but I'm
the
going
wife
to say
takes care of the
this.
man.
It is not, in my mind, very Christian to get like fucking blammo hammered drunk.
Yes, it is.
That's
about shots.
That's
God
what
loves shots.
Christ was all about shots.
Jesus loves shots.
He sent peace, love, and shots, aka love Jesus Christ,
the
the
gospel
Father,
according
Son,
to
and the
Mark.
Holy Shots.
The gospel according to Mark and shots.
To me, getting shit faced is not like Christian behavior. I'm just gonna say it.
Say it, sis. Janet is on the brim about Jack. Janet comes up and she's like, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for the surprise baby shower. She wants to get the fuck out.
I would be like, what cursed thing doth develop in my womb?
Yeah.
Like, this is full like exorcism.
She goes, I haven't slept well. Like, I'm really on edge. I'm really freaked out by Zach. She thinks Zach is like in the bushes.
She thinks he's about to snipe her.
She's having gay panic.
She's having gay panic of like, he's gonna kill me and steal my baby and like raise it with Kristen.
She's taking the
Which like not no.
She's taking the route of like, gays are all Rumpelstiltskin and they're coming into your child's bedroom at night to steal them and like bring them to like the Rumpelstiltskin factory.
I must weave golden hairs of hay.
So they go inside to play like games and they do like a baby bottle game. And I went, no, not that. She was like, not Brittany's GERD. But then I'm like, okay, it's just with water.
No, but it's too much chugging and creates burps, which could cause GERD. Brittany goes, we're going to chug a bottle. Everyone chug a bottle.
She goes, everybody. She goes, grab a bottle, get ready to choke. And they all go. And
this is, again, sick fucking games. I would like truly.
Breeders. I went, oh. And to force Jasmine to play it, the lone queer, I was like,
Jasmine's been put through hell in this Babymoon. No one has been more traumatized than
Jasmine
her.
sucks it down and goes, I finished it.
Brittany goes, no, I did too.
Oh no, I just did. I wrote, Brittany's gonna have GERD. Oh no.
Janet goes, oh, now I realize why babies burp so much. And inside of it's like, no, not Brittany. Brittany needs to get burped. She goes, Jax, why don't you burp me? She does. She needs Jax to tell her she's beautiful and then take her on a date night and then burp her afterwards.
The boys head to shore and they're like, we have to get Danny home. Because he's literally in like
he's like stumbling.
Daylight horror, Wednesday day drunk.
And all these men refuse to wear sunscreen on the boat. So they all come back to the house like sunburnt. Mm-hmm. Michelle's like, did you wear sunscreen? Like your face is all red.
Jesse has a hot body.
Jesse's kind of hot. I hate it. He's such a douche, but it's like,
I hate it.
I know.
Brittany goes, okay, everyone. She goes, just a reminder. Are we? He goes, are we having dinner in our fantasy outfits tonight or what? And they're having fantasy. They're having a fantasy dinner. Janet has devised a plan where all the couples dress as their partner's fantasy. And Brittany goes, oh, great. Let's go get ready now.
It's fantasy time.
Let's
go, Jax. Yeah. I can't wait to dress like your fan. I was like, this is so sick and wrong for the producers to do this to them, but I'm obsessed. There's nothing I crave more than seeing what their fantasies are of each other.
We cut back to LA and Dodie is walking Gibson and
this was the only footage they got of Dodie. They literally
Jill
have not given Dodie an ounce of screen time beyond her sick spa day and watching a dog shit.
I'm ready to interact at this.
I know this is
more
wrong.
Jesui
Kristen.
Jesui Dodie and Luke are walking. She goes, it's like magic hour, and she goes, I'd rather be fucking glued to my couch watching rom-coms with a glass of wine than being in Big Bear. It's called JOMO, joy of missing out.
Kristen
and then they cut
is
away.
Such a millennial horror story.
I know.
Ryan Murphy should make American Horror Story millennial.
Yeah.
And cast Dodie in it.
I'd rather be glued to my fucking couch watching rom-coms
with a big glass of fucking
big
vino.
Goblet of vino.
With vino as a sunset. It's fucking Cali style.
She goes,
Jomo.
right, Luke? And he's like devising his like bomb plans. And he's like, yeah.
Yes, honey.
Yes, honey.
She goes, this is Jill's spot. She loves shitting here. Watch. She see, knew it.
How degrading to only one bit of camera time this whole episode. I literally
was like, if they fire Dodie after this season, I'm gonna there will be hell to pay. They better not.
They're back to getting ready for their fantasies, and Jesse's dressed.
He's dressing up as Harry Styles. He has Michelle like putting fake tats on him.
She looks at him with
she's disgusted.
Such disdain and just like complete apathy. It's like it's hard to watch.
She hates him.
The
magic, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's beyond. But I'm happy for her because I'm like, you will not regret this and you will like move on with your life and be better for it.
And be dating like Michael Bay or whoever the fuck.
Yeah.
Nia is like getting her Al-Anon is like, it's like the what's the game where you hit the thing with the mallet and it goes the high hitter thing?
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I know what you're talking
going
about.
all the way up. Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
It's at an all-time high.
She's like, you had a crazy day.
You're had a crazy
so tired,
day,
but you're also just silly and
maybe
had a little too much to drink.
You might have had a little too much and just the sun and the altitude. Maybe we should just like she's kind of like hinting like don't come out of the room.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, no, I gotta dress like Outlander.
He goes, none of our costumes came today, so now I'm just putting a kilt on. And he's like dressed up as Outlander, which is Nia's favorite show. She's watched it 3 times all the way through. And she was going to dress up as Ranch.
He goes, are you dressed like Ranch? Aren't you? She goes, yes.
He goes, I'm dressed like Outlander, and you're dressed like my fantasy, my wife. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Brittany and Jax getting ready, and Jax... I think that Jax is engaging with like psychological warfare with Brittany,
mm-hmm.
where she's in fishnets. She's having a fishnet moment.
I know. I was
and a
say.
bustier. She's doing a little pantsless fishnets action with a hockey
mm-hmm.
thing. And he is like in a jersey, whatever. But he goes, do I look fat? Am I fat? And I was like, you're trying to fuck with her right now. Because she's like kind of dressed sexy. You know, everything he says, I think he tries to like undermine her or make her question. Because she was excited to be fantasy.
He's like...
I think he's saying that so that it makes her think, do I look fat?
He's a bitch.
He's a fucking asshole.
He goes on stilts and I was like, you know what? I hope Brittany ends up dating an NBA player. I hope she ends up marrying an NBA player and just like...
I do too.
I want her to have a good life. I know.
I want her to just
She could have.
I want her to be well.
She could have.
I know.
Before he ruined her.
So, and then Janet and Jason are dressed up as like, he's dressed up as a hot dog, and it cuts back to her at the other party and Zach going, Janet loves hot dogs. obsessed with Zach. I need him.
I know.
I wish that he had crashed this.
Me too. I want him to be like Jason in like Friday the 13th, like hit from the POV, coming in, snooping around the house. This could be a great horror movie.
He could have been like Jill Zarin.
The evil gay crashing the straight Babymoon. Hi.
Janet loves hot dogs.
Janet loves hot dogs. I loved saying that definitively about a friend. Lara loves hot dogs.
Carey loves hot dogs.
One thing you need to know about Carey is that
he loves hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
Like as you take a bite of food, going, Carey loves mac and cheese.
Wow. Danny comes down and he goes, I'm Outlander. And everyone's like, yay.
And Nia's like, hi.
Nia, we're here for fantasy night.
Brittany comes out and she goes, I'm Puck Bunny.
She goes, I'm a puck girl. I'm a puck girl.
I'm a puck bunny, which I realize is supposed to be a fuck buddy.
Yeah.
But like a puck bunny.
That's his fantasy is having
a fuck buddy.
Someone else. It's
his
not
fantasy is just like having casual sex with someone he can then ghost.
He's wearing stilts.
And he's like, I'm an NBA player.
And everyone goes, ha.
Janet's dressed like vanilla because Jason only likes to fuck missionary. I was like, I guess if you're fucking bringing home the lawyer bacon, then I'll just lay here.
Mm-hmm. He goes, I got 3 positions. I was like, all right,
that's fine. And then wait, Nia said something else which I've been meaning to Google, but like she was like, how far along are you, like during the baby shower?
Weeks.
And she's like, oh, you're right about the time where you start massaging the tissues with a little primrose oil. And I was like, do you mean your fucking vagina? I was like, do you mean your massage labia?
Yeah, I caught that too. At first I was like, when Janet said 30, I was like, is she 30 years old? I was like, damn. And then she goes, and then I was like, okay, no, 30 weeks. And then, well, isn't it like jade egg? Isn't that like a thing?
But that's like,
Yoni?
That's for like clenching. That's for like your muscles.
No, but I mean, isn't jade like, is that like a good thing to put on your...
It's controversial. Some people say that it is good.
Okay.
And then some people say it's pseudoscience.
Yeah.
But it's like you're clenching. It's like the Kegel muscle, and it can help strengthen your pelvic floor if done right.
Yeah.
But Gwyneth Paltrow got in a lot of trouble in Goop and had to pay like a crazy fine for like saying jade eggs were like good. So it's like...
She's like, I'm going to keep putting them up there.
It's debatable.
Okay.
But like massaging tissues with primrose oil is what I'm...
Yeah, it was
I'm
a kind
fucking
of...
sex fest
It was like
right
a thing
now.
like everyone knows those.
Yeah, I was like, so you're telling me when you're... I mean, and this sounds delightful. Like, when you're pregnant, you can't see your own pussy. You then get your baby daddy or partner to give you a yoni massage.
Danny.
I mean, I was like, Danny was up there. Like, I was like, okay, this like sounds like a good thing to do.
Partner.
Yeah. Oh, you massage your perineum because sometimes it can tear during childbirth.
Oh.
So I guess you just start rubbing primrose oil on there and praying to the gods that you don't fucking tear from fucking puss to ass.
Like your taint?
Your taint tears.
No, I know that, but that's perineum, right?
Yeah.
Well,
better start rubbing. Rub-a-dub-dub.
But Nia's kind of trying to explain something, and Brittany keeps going, I'm sorry, Nia. I just keep looking at Danny. He just looks so funny in that wig. And then Jax goes, can we let Nia finish? Can we let her finish?
No, well, the chef comes out, and they're like, it's Chef Tammy, everybody. Like, let her. Now Chef Tammy's going to speak, and she goes, this is a beautiful dinner that I've created for you all, and it has every dish has an aphrodisiac quality.
And he goes,
and Brittany goes,
Chef.
Brittany goes, ow, yay, I love that. I love oysters.
She goes, yay, we're going to be getting to date night.
She goes, it's date night after all. We had to come all the way to Big Bear, but now we're here at date night. I'm going to eat some oysters. I want an aphrodisiac.
And the chef, as she starts talking again, Danny goes, could I just stop you? And he goes, is there any Scottish food on the menu? And she goes, No, there's no Scottish food. I'm sorry.
He goes, because I'm Outlander.
I'm Outlander.
And then Jax goes to Brittany's like, oh, I just can't stop. Dang,
Dude,
you're
I
too
can't
fun.
take it seriously
Jax,
looking like this.
Please, can
Stop.
we just please let
Can we
her
let the
speak?
chef-
Can we let her
please
finish?
let the
Very
chef finish.
disrespectful.
Being really rude. And she goes, oh, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Jax.
sorry. I just wanted to say something.
I'm sorry.
I was like,
Fuck
Brittany.
you. Fuck you. Kill him right now. I was like, literally.
She should kill him.
Take a fucking butter knife
She
and just
should
go,
knife him.
stick it in his eyeball.
No one would even bat an eye.
You
People
are
would
so-
be like, you did that, queen.
No, apparently I read the Valley's all like in his defense.
She's GERD. Brittany won't.
Because she's GERD? Is there GERD discrimination? Why'd
I
you
think
whisper?
I just was like, because Brittany won't take accountability for her own health. And I think people are getting pissed about that. I know nothing. I'm just like, I'm spitballing. I'm spitballing.
She goes, I'm sorry. I can't take that. He
I'm
looks so
spitballing
funny
here.
in that wig. Is that a lace front
Could you
wig?
please just
we-
let her finish? It's
Oh.
very disrespectful.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I was just trying to
I
say
went,
something.
Fuck you, Jax.
Brittany, have a fucking shred of self-respect.
I just wrote, Danny is that guy. Everyone has to always just be like, ha 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 around him.
He's literally one of my least favorite types of people. A drunk
Who thinks he's funny.
who thinks he's really funny.
And he's like, oh my God, he's really doing this comedy bit. He's like trying to make jokes. And then Jesse goes, well, one thing I've learned this summer is Danny's a terrible actor. And then
everyone goes, oh. And I was like, this is the bridge too far.
and Danny's face, I was like, he could have just been like, as a sensitive person, I'm like, that's a joke. You could have just been like, yeah, I'm fucking drunk as hell.
Yeah, or just like laugh it
And
off.
be like, no, I'm a great actor.
He goes, I'm actually, I'm a really good actor. You
Oh.
clearly haven't seen anything that
He's
I've
like,
been
you've never
in.
seen anything on. He's like, just turn on your TV and I'm on there. And then he goes,
Oh.
I'm just doing accent spur of the moment. He goes, G's and P's. I was like, what are you? Is he from like Fargo? Like, where is he from? That made me. And then
I see his darkness. I truly think he's part of like the like cursed child star. Was he like in the Dan Schneider?
I don't know.
I think any teenager or child star in that orbit during that time has like seen unspeakable horrors, and I think that he's part of that.
But he immediately like and that's when I was like. But then I was like, are you? Is he as drunk? Is he hamming up the drunkenness a little? I don't know.
I think he's pretty drunk.
Yeah.
Because the way he talks like under his breath, I'm like, you're being drunk.
He said G's and P's. I was like,
And then Michelle, fucking MVP, she goes, let's talk real estate.
just let's talk real estate.
Let's
Nia and I
talk
had a
real
really
estate.
interesting talk about her desire to not live anywhere near Santa Clarita.
And it seems like you went to go see a house there, but she didn't like it. And Nia, where are you wanting to live again? And Nia's like, West Hollywood, Miracle Mile, like near my friends. Nia's also living in like a weird fantasy world. She goes, I don't need a house. Like we could just get a condo and then upgrade to a house once the kids are ready for school.
And then he goes, we've already are in a penthouse condo and we're bursting.
He goes, 2,300 square foot penthouse condo. I was like, are you in real estate trying to sell me this? I was like, that's a penthouse condo.
And he goes, I mean, I'm dealing this all on my own. He's like, we have to be realistic. We can't afford that. He's like,
with your
we're in
money
the
and
valley.
my combined money, that's what we can afford.
He goes, in the valley, so we have to look in the valley. And he goes, I mean, who else here has 3 kids? And then Brittany goes, what about Nia? Nia's got 3 kids too.
She goes, oh, that's right. Just you, not Nia. Nia, not Nia.
And I was like, Brittany, don't.
Brittany, shut the fuck up.
Making it worse.
Jax is like, shut up. He goes, no, I feel you, brother. And don't even feel sad. Don't feel sad and don't feel ashamed. You've got this, bro. I was like,
Okay,
men's rights.
Jinx.
They never do.
And then Nia goes, maybe this is a private conversation we shouldn't be having at this table right now.
And we can have this conversation later.
And Brittany goes, exactly. And it's off screen. You just hear her go, exactly, Nia. Exactly.
And then Danny starts getting mad at her, and he's like, you set me up. You fucked with me. And she goes, and now you're saying the F word to me on national television. I was like, she's mommy.
Yeah, and he goes, he's like, whatever. Like, you really, like, screwed me with that. And then Brittany, you just hear her going, oh,
man. And then she's like, maybe you need to go to bed.
He's
and
like,
then he like
well, first
stumbles
he says,
off.
He goes, I'm not going to bed. And she goes, no, I think you really need to go to bed. And he goes, all right, I'll go to bed.
She literally puts him to bed like a child. And then you hear Brittany, she goes, I'll bet you need a shot, Nia.
Yeah, she goes, Nia needs a shot. And she goes,
now I'll bet you need a shot.
And Nia goes, I do need a shot. I was like, all right.
Brittany just wants everyone to get to a place of like needing a shot.
Yeah.
She was taking shots during this dinner. Cut to her fucking shooting tequila again.
And then we got like Janet and Jason was like, we all know the real reason why Nia like she pulls the babysitter card every time we're at like a party and Danny's getting a little lit.
My jaw in this moment was on the floor.
It felt like a real twist.
It was
like
truly girl on the train twist of the century. Danny is the girl on the train.
He is. He's Emily. Emily Blunt in Girl on the Train is Schultz. She's literally behind the trash can.
Schultz.
Emily
She wakes up, sees a train, takes shots.
goes to Grand Central Station, goes behind the trash can, takes shots.
Goes on the train, takes shots. Gets off the train, takes shots.
Solves a murder, takes shots.
Goes to work, takes shots.
Gets threatened by a murderer, takes shots.
Take shots, take shots.
Brittany is Girl on the Train.
Girl on the train.
Danny is literally Emily Blunt in Oppenheimer. Going, let's get the she was.
Is she a drunk in Oppenheimer too?
Oh yeah. Her character is a fucking
Why does she
drunk
love
and like a sloppy? She goes, let's get the. She goes, the kids are asleep. Let's get the gin out. She's fully like flush faced. She's a drunk and a half.
Why does she love to play a drunk?
She just thinks that's what all.
She goes, this is serious. This is serious acting.
Yeah, she
is playing drunk.
She's playing naked wasted. She's literally like, let's get it going. Let's get it popping. She's like off the hook.
You could literally
Oppenheimer.
write like just shit out a script that has like a drama with just like a drunk fucking lady as the star, and
Ms.
Emily Blunt will get that shit financed, star in it, and rake in $200 million.
The movie, Emily Blunt is the most famous.
You should write a movie just called like Drunk Lady.
It would kill.
And fucking target her, package the fuck out of it.
She's not only is she a drunk lady, but she's
drunker than anyone you've ever played before. She's the drunkest. You go.
Her character.
You have not played. You've played a modern day train drunk. You've played a 1940s atomic bomb drunk. But what you haven't played
is a drunk lady.
Is a drunk lady who's so drunk she's blackout.
Yeah.
And she's passed out the entire time. No words even.
And
just moans.
When it premieres at Cannes, they're doing like the table like press thing, and I'm like, what we really I go, what I was really trying to achieve that I don't think any script has ever done before in the history of film even, and everyone nods, and he goes, is I want to wanted to write a woman that is so drunk. Drunker than anyone has ever been in history, and I really think Emily pulled off the most drunk woman that's ever lived, and everyone starts applauding.
You're like, and when producers and I started talking about who would be right for this role, my mind just kept going back and back to a woman that has spent a career devoting her time to playing these drunk characters, and I said it has to be Emily.
I said we're gonna make history. I said I
marched into the
CEO of Sony Entertainment, and I said
I slapped Emily's headshot down on the table,
and I snapped my 300-page script. It was
Drunk
originally
Lady.
300. It was called Drunk Lady, and I said I want to make history, and I want to make history with Emily Blunt, Oscar nominated
as
Emily
a drunk
Blunt,
lady,
and she will be playing the titular role of
drunk lady.
And they said, let's do this shit, and Emily went, and I had to come in.
That's when I knew it was a script that couldn't be turned down.
She goes, it was a script that needed to be told. I just saw it oozed out of the paper, and I knew I had to play drunk lady.
I'm just always looking for more opportunities to play drunk.
She goes, I'm always looking for an opportunity to playing a drunk American woman.
Tell another drunk story.
And I thought, what better way to
this is not only is she blackout, she's British.
No!
Yeah, you go,
Not only
she is a pub, and she goes, what I loved about this character is that she wasn't just your typical American drunk. She was actually British. She was a pub drunk. So that's
She was a ballroom drunk, just like
she loved the pubs. So
she goes, just like women I knew growing up in Yield, and she was back in old London town. She goes, pub drunk is a different kind of drunk, and I wanted to bring pub drunk to America. I played it a little before because my character technically in Go on a Train was a British woman living in Westchester, which is true.
But not the same. Not the same.
But you
absolutely not the same.
We made history and said we want to see the biggest pub drunk woman that you've ever seen, and I think we achieved it. And everyone
goes.
Everyone applauds.
She gets like a 7-minute standing ovation just at the press conference.
Yeah, and then during the actual screening, Emily Blunt's portrayal of the drunkest woman in history gets a 15-minute standing ovation. Oscar buzz immediately.
Wins, sweeps the Oscars.
Mm-hmm. She goes, what I really wanted to do was portray a drunk woman that was so drunk, so searingly drunk, so outlandishly drunk that no one could ever believe this was a real person, and in fact it is. It's any woman down at the pub.
It's any pub goer. And it could happen to anyone.
And there's like there's like Hollywood like variety. Well, this is really Emily Blunt's Oscar to lose, and then she ends up losing to Mikey Madison.
Well, then she has to go for a movie that I write called Tales of the Sauce. And I give her the opportunity to play a truly drunken South African woman.
Oh my God.
And I say, what you've never done in your life is play a South African marine biologist, shark enthusiast, who's also in a walking blackout.
And investigating sharks.
And
in a blackout.
Diving.
Scuba drunk.
With a scuba drunk.
That's what it's called.
With a scuba drinks.
And they go, will this be Emily's year? Will this be her Oscar year finally after a decade of playing drunk women around throughout history? Will 2027 be the year?
Will she be able to have a shot to celebrate the win?
Will she be able to pull off the Oscar win of her career? The time is now. This is Emily Blunt's year in film. And then she ends up losing to...
She has to do an Actors on Actors with Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian, fresh off her Golden Globe nominated performance in Ryan Murphy's
Millennial Horror Story.
Ryan Murphy's Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. The television adaptation of the famous legendary play Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, starring Kim Kardashian. This is Actors on Actors with Kim Kardashian and Emily Blunt. And she goes, well, Emily, what was it like to sit down and get into that space of being a scuba diver who's also a shark researcher, who's also in the throes of alcoholism?
In a walking blackout.
What did you do to get into
What
character?
is a walking blackout? Exactly. She's like, it's like your blackout. You're still walking around.
And Kim goes, that's amazing.
Incredible.
And she ends up losing the Oscar that year. To Kim Kardashian, who makes a show-stopping, like, crazy...
The most mid performance. It's so mid that it actually becomes Hall of Fame level. It's, like, groundbreaking.
And she wins. She sweeps the award season. It's, like, kind of Gaga Glam, where they're both, like, sweeping together, and they're going back and forth.
The running mates.
And then it ends up that neither of them win. And... Glenn Close finally wins for playing for Sunset Boulevard. Perhaps the ultimate drunk woman.
Mm-hmm. And Emily's pissed.
Emily's fucking pissed. And then she actually develops.
You and I both co-develop a movie for her where she gets to play. We're like, you know what you haven't done yet?
What?
An elderly American woman on her deathbed, dying of liver failure. So still drunk. Drinking herself to death. This is your leaving Las Vegas moment. This is going to do it.
And the movie's called I Simply Can't Put Down the Bottle.
Deathbed.
The
movie's just called Deathbed.
And she wins.
Yeah, finally.
You can either, as a woman in your 40s in Hollywood, you can either play drunk or you have to wear prosthetics and dress like the
you have to have liver spots
in history.
And you have to die. But deathbed is what cinches the deal.
Finally,
she can have the toast to a win.
So
2 decades of playing drunks has come to an end. Or has it?
No, she'll never stop
Deathbed 2.
Deathbed 2.
Even
Afterlife.
more death.
So Danny goes to bed, and then everyone's like, well, I guess we should all go to bed now because we got to get up early and go home tomorrow.
But first, shots.
The next morning, it's like, everyone's like, you can tell Janet especially is like, I need to get out of here. I don't feel safe. I regret this baby moon. What have I done?
This is the worst vibe to bring a new... Imagine bringing a life into this world on the heels of that baby moon.
I would have made sure I drove myself so I could leave, like, either after dinner that night and just floor it back home to... I don't care. Or get up at like 6 a.m. and leave first thing before anyone wakes up.
You're in a Kristen place of flee.
I would flee that. I think I would flee that night. There's nothing better than leaving late.
I would flee as soon as I saw the Zach text.
Yeah.
I would flee as soon as Brittany came out and goes, rotten hell, fuck you, Jax.
You know what I would do? I would put a chain of spikes in the road, and so they can't get out, and then they can't bother me anymore.
They just have no choice but to stay in Big Bear.
So Jesse...
I'd buy the house that we're in. Put it in Jax and Brittany and Jesse and Michelle's and Jasmine's names and Nia and Danny, and then they would own it and they would just have to move in there and live there forever.
So Jesse and Michelle are getting packed, and she's like, can you help me pack? And he's like, sure. And then he goes and stands by the window, and she goes, you have to pack, actually. I'm not doing anything.
She's like, I'm just going to watch you pack. And then they reveal that they had sex in the morning.
But Jessie was like, the entire time her eyes were closed and she was looking away from me. And I felt like she was dissociating and like thinking of something else.
She was.
And I was like, yeah.
I'm like, you engaged in marital rape.
Oof. And he goes,
I'm sorry, but like, why would you want to have sex with someone who literally is going like this?
And he's like, I think he is maybe, and it's coming down to the point where I'm thinking maybe she is actually having an affair after all. I'm like,
girl.
Yes.
I love like,
do you blame her?
Truly, women are soldiers, or anyone in this situation is a soldier, where you just get pestered and pestered and pestered to have sex, and then finally you're just in like just do it and get it over with. Like where you just lay and you're like
a place of
eyes clenched shut,
leaving hovering above your body somewhere,
being like, in 30 seconds this will end.
And then they start talking about Dodie, and Michelle's like, I'm really happy Dodie wasn't on this trip. Like, I think she has caused so many issues between us, and like she's kept this lie going on that I'm having an affair, or I'm like sending like nasty photos to another man in my lingerie. And she goes, they are simply not true. And I'm like,
okay.
And
he goes, what fools would we look like if like after all of this it turns out that you are sending the photos? I was like, she wouldn't look like a fool. You would look like the fool.
Yeah. And then she kind of alleges that Dodie's cheating on Luke. She goes, well, this is a person that's cheated on every single one of her boyfriends. So what is she talking about? And he goes, even Luke? And she goes, oh, we forgot to mention that Michelle was wearing the most slay Alex Forrest trench. She dressed up like the outfit she wore on their first fuck night when she canceled on their date, but then later was like, I want to come fuck. So she came with a trench coat and nothing else on.
When the fuck night doesn't stop at that, you end up in a place of shut your eyes and pray for it to end.
But I was like, she's getting revenge on him in this moment because she looks so good and he knows that. And he's like...
And he's like, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean, she told him that if he wanted to be with her, he would have to get a new personality. That's like...
He said, what can I change? And she said, everything about yourself.
That's incredible.
Straight men's inability to like not read,
pick up on that.
The room.
He's like, okay, so if I just like pot her and like coerce her into letting me like rabbit pump her
and punch her nose
and like
hit her nose,
slap her in the nose, just flirtily punch her in
jokingly,
the face.
She'll want to fuck.
She'll fuck me and then she'll be back. I'll go as soon as I come. We'll both go, we are so fucking back.
Yeah. And then they're like, let's go downstairs. And she puts on his sandals and she goes, great, now you're going to give me athlete's foot. And he goes, you can have my herpes too. And I was like,
guys,
okay,
please.
And then they go downstairs and Brittany goes to Janet. She goes, God, look at my eyes. She goes, I'm breaking out in halves once again.
Janet, remember when my eye used to be all in halves? Brittany is literally having like she's having
an allergic reaction to Jax. To the pain.
He's so rude to her and mean to her. And truly, when you're in a relationship with someone and you find yourself being that mean, you have to ask yourself, like, what is wrong with me? Because you're
Jax?
Yeah, like you're really just like mad at yourself.
Has Jax ever questioned that? Has he ever asked that question though?
No, he like refuses to do therapy. But it's like you're berating someone and also saying they'll like never leave, but you're clearly like very unhappy, but you're not trying to make a situation any better. And like making this person feel worse and feel like shit is not helping the situation.
Well, she and Janet go on a little walk and they go out to the swing sets and Brittany goes, oh, look behind there. She goes, they got water tanks. I love it here. Just kind of, and Janet goes, yeah, it reminds me of home, right? Because I think they're both from the South. And, you know,
Janet goes, you and Jax like love you both, but you are horrible at communicating right now, and your communication has to get better, or else like this is not gonna work.
She goes, or this could like end in divorce, which is like not something I know that is like possible. And Brittany goes, oh no, it's possible. So Brittany is actually She's starting.
But that's the thing too, is like a person like Jax is never gonna be the one to walk away.
Brittany has to do it.
He'll push someone else to get to that point.
So then Danny and Nia go for like a walk of shame, and Danny's like being kind of lovey, but clearly so hungover, and he's just kind of like, ugh. And she's like, you know, you really picked a fight with me about like the living situation, especially. And she goes, I can't live in Santa Clarita. She goes, I know no one there. She goes, I need to be in a community that I feel connected to, and I don't feel any connection.
I can't be isolated.
And I was like, your tea is valid. Your Santa Clarita tea is valid, girl. Danny wants to like put them out by the grapevine.
He wants to move to Bakersfield.
He wants to move, like, you might as well just move to the
He
Central
wants to have
Valley.
like a 3-hour commute into the city every day for his voiceover.
You might as well move to like Modesto.
They should leave LA.
Yeah.
He goes, your feelings are valid.
Your feelings are really valid. And I'm like, okay, great. Now don't drink.
They have like a Christian conversation.
Yeah.
And they don't talk about the elephant in the room, which is you are a drunk.
No, they have like a very like, let's pray on this. Like, let's put this in God's hands.
I'm like, I'm your biggest support.
Mm-hmm.
You're my best friend, and I'm your biggest support.
As your wife, it's my duty to like support you.
And he's like, as your husband, I'm your best friend.
But I don't support you.
But I will drink and say the F word to you. You can't say shit about it.
He's like, and we will live in Santa Clarita.
And he's like, no.
Then they get back, when they're back in LA, they go to this, again, another men's rights.
Via Loro. They go to their
Loro.
men's rights luncheon.
They have a Friday gentleman's lunch like once a month.
Jesse says that the best networking lunch. Men also are, they love to have luncheons.
Okay. They want to be ladies who lunch.
They do.
And you'll never be.
The masculine urge to be a lady who lunches is actually incredibly strong.
Yeah,
men
that's
love
fine.
gathering with other men for lunch.
But simply, there never will be a lady who lunches.
No, they will not. You will never be her.
You will never
I say
be
to them,
her.
you'll never be her.
And Jesse goes, the craziest bill we've ever had was $21,000
For 5 people.
Ew.
It's like, my God, so you each spent $5,000 on lunch?
Where is this place?
Via Loro. It's in Beverly Hills. I want to go there. I want that cacio e pepe.
Who is that random ass guy sitting with them? He just
The head of the MRA.
Can I sit with you? I just wrote I hate them all.
Jack shows up literally in his like wedding tux.
Jax is such a little bitch. He's just so like everything about him, like I know, like I like seeing him. He's fun TV.
I love him on TV.
But he's such a little like he's just so like, oh God. Like
I know. He's impish.
Jesse, anything Jesse says like slightly critical of the way their relationship is, Jax is like, well, you're like I don't want to take any advice from you. Like your marriage is falling apart. He always puts it back on the other person.
I know.
And he goes, my wife
like,
would never leave me.
How's your relationship? Jack's like, we're fucking great. We're fucking great. Where everything is amazing. And he goes, well, I think that Brittany's having a much different experience of your relationship than you are. He goes, she's fine.
And he goes, is there ever a possibility where like one of you would like get divorced or like one of you would leave? And he goes, my wife will never leave me. That's like, you don't understand. Like,
but even that, I think he's saying to get her to leave.
Yeah.
Like, I think everything he says is a challenge to push her
away
and push her and push her. Even the, like those little comments that he makes during the meal or when they're getting ready. Like, I think it's all in service of secretly trying to get her to like reach her limit.
He wants to be done with this marriage.
And also he wants the house probably. And
yeah.
So if she leaves, then she has to move into like the Airbnb and like he gets to keep things. It's
men's rights.
Bad.
Men's rights luncheon.
They never do.
They never do.
They never do. Danny, anyone else here have 3 kids? Just me. You don't have 3 kids.
You don't fucking have 3 kids. Oh, a nigga doesn't have 3 kids.
Oh, just you, not Nia. Nia, you need a shot now, don't you?
You need a shot after that.
What if you you experience like the worst thing in your entire life, like a horrible tragedy? You like see someone die, and you're like, oh my God, like that was horrific. Like I just like can't get that out of my head. You're like sitting there reeling from it, and then someone taps you on the shoulder, and you turn around and it's Brittany with a shot, and she goes, you need a shot after that, don't you?
Yeah.
Brittany should find people in distress and just like offer them a shot.
That'd be a great show. It's like the show Cheaters or like.
She finds someone like on the brim.
Tom, it's called Brittany Shots.
Shots with Brittany. She goes, Michael Jordan always said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Coming this fall.
Come on, let's go find someone in need of a shot.
You look like you're in need of a shot.
She was up to someone that just got like shot in line.
Shots for shots. I'm sad the season's over.
It's not over yet.
Well,
we got one more and we got a reunion, I'm sure.
Thank God.
There's a lot to discuss on the reunions. I'm so happy that this show exists.
I'm so happy it served like we maybe didn't know.
I know. I thought I was truly like, absolutely not. Like, you will not get me with this one. And they got me.
They got me too.
And then to have like a Vanderpump Valley double header for the past weeks has been chef's kiss magnificent.
It has. It's galvanized the community.
It's brought us all together. It's given us shouts.
It's given us shouts. It's given us GERD.
It's given us obviously.
Date night.
Absolutely.
Date night's a movement. I see other people saying date night now.
I know. Date night. Date night's gone global.
You heard it here first. Let's do a shout out to our GERD queens.
Okay. Pia from Australia.
Pia.
Alex Delisle.
Blau.
Makeup Fresh.
DJ
Brew. Private Shots reporting for date night. Obviously. Rachel in Dublin. Sophie from Cleveland. Emily Vaughn. Miss Ryan and Mr. Jillian also from Cleveland.
Well, which one is it?
Gina Sapienza. Obviously
Gina.
Sarah Elizabeth from Boston.
Sarah.
Lucy from London.
Oh, I love London.
Brooke Johansson.
Johansson.
Lalia Farrell. Rachel Knight.
Rachel Knight.
Gerd Queen of Brooklyn.
Gerd Queen of Brooklyn.
Brittany Ryan Weiss.
Brittany Cartwright.
Dealey McNeely.
Dealey McNeely.
Bridget Wasowski.
Bridget Wasowski.
Lady Swamp, which gives no fucks.
I give a fuck.
Jessica Hernandez.
Jessica Hernandez.
Malstall from New Rochelle.
Malstall.
Mary.
Mary.
Mike Earhart. Sharon Baum.
Realtor.
Timothy Shield.
Timothy Shield.
Rogue Stanley.
Rogue.
Matthew Thomas.
Matt.
Owsley Robinson.
Owls.
Cheeseburger Bay.
Cheese.
Mariah from SLC.
Really.
Kathy West.
Kathy West.
Kit Moore.
Kit Moore.
Hillary from Chicago.
Hillary.
Orlando.
Patron
of the Farts.
Paige.
David from Switzerland.
Dave.
Nick Sedaris. Emily. Kim Lucas. Jenny from Minneapolis. RJ. Jeffrey
Pratama.
Keep taking shots.
Keep buying tickets to our tour. It's coming up faster than you think.
Love and light. Bye.